it. Sorry about that. And big rush. Sorry. What up, guys? We're going to finish out this campaign. We're going to do it quick. Tonight's going to be kind of a quick stream, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get the swap over to Herald of Agony here very shortly. So we just got to Act 7. Got ourselves a good bow. A decent bow, whatever. I want to make a Bama character so bad now, dude. I think I figured out how to do it and make it feel good. I think I could do Bama and get enough skill effect duration and enough damage to make it feel really good. I was kind of POBing it out while I was working earlier, and I think I found a way to do it. But I would do it cold, and it would be dexterity stacking. Because Bama's a little bit different. So Bama is a minion skill, but it has the attack tag on it. So anything that adds X amount of flat damage to attacks is going to affect Bama. So what I want to do is I want to take the bronze chess piece, the one that gives +5 to movement skills. That'd be +5 because these are both movement skills. So I would get +5, and then I would get the quiver that gives you cold damage based on dexterity. And then I would just get like a 250 Widow Hail and just stack dex to the moon. And I think I could get, I could also get those jewels that make your minions not do a certain type of elemental damage as well. That would be because what I could do is I could block the blink arrow, the prismatic clones, from doing any lightning or fire damage and have them all just do cold damage. And then I could do like Herald of Ice or something. I'm pretty sure that Herald of Ice affects it too, affects the Bama. And then you just need to get skill effect duration. That's really it. And I think it would feel really good. It would be a pure elemental version of it. I just love this skill so much. It's the first build that I really fell in love with in this game. I was like, holy shit, you mean I can do all content and like not die? Tight. I forget what those gems are called, though. They're called, let me see if I can find them. Combat focus, that's what they're called. So it says with 40 intelligence and dexterity in range, prismatic skills deal or cannot choose fire. That's what it is. Yeah, they can't. Prismatic skills cannot choose fire, and then I would get one that cannot choose lightning because they have them for all 3 elements. I think that would be a good move. I'm pretty sure I could get that character to really work. Because Bama is probably the one build in this game that I know inside and out. Like, I know everything about this skill. And I think with the +5 levels, and then if I were to get like a... I don't know what I'd do for the amulet. I don't know if a replicate Dragon Fang would be good. Because I think you could only choose one, either Mirror Arrow or Blink Arrow. So we'd probably just go with Mirror Arrow. Because Mirror Arrow is going to be like the main damage dealer. And then just stack like attack speed in the moon. Dexterity and attack speed. I think it'd be really good. I think we could do it, and I think I'm going to do it. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to try to do in Keepers to see if it works, and then. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, my barber is the shit, dude. I always hook that dude up. I always give him like a 40% tip because he always does a really good job on my hair. I was theory crafting. It's hard, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of having a rough go of it, but I'm gonna try this last build out. I've just been trying to put stuff together on my own, and I've just been falling flat on my face. Like, I'm decent at putting builds together, but the problem is the progression of it, right? Like, there's a transition period from where you get like when you get to endgame. And then, like, when are you going to farm your currency to get into the end game version of the build? And the builds that I put together in POB, it's almost like I forget about that stage. You know, I'm like, oh, I'll just be able to get this. That won't be a problem. But it never really works out that way. And I was not expecting this game, this league to be this difficult. I definitely would have made a tankier build for League start if I would have known it was going to be this difficult. Because even my Absolution build has 77. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my Absolution build has 73% spell block, 66% attack block, 77 max res on everything. Like, I'm maxed out on everything. And then I have 90%, obviously 90% armor. And I have like a good amount of life regen too. And I'm getting fucking clipped in red maps. So if that gives you any idea of how hard they made the league. I think what it is really is that my build just doesn't do enough damage, because those stats I should be just fucking crushing red maps. Yeah. And plus, it's not only that, but like I'm not the most mechanically skilled at this game. With this build, I can do well. Right, exactly. With this build, I can do well. With Bama, I can maneuver well just because I played it so much, so I know exactly how to use blink arrow. Like, there's a bit of a delay when you use blink arrow, so I'm really good at maneuvering around boss mechanics with it. But that's just because I played it so much. So I think really what it is just learning different skills and how to play them better. But this was my league starter for like ever. Yeah, dude, it's fucking amazing. It's like my favorite build of all time. I was thinking about putting together a different version of it. Because there's a quiver that will give you flat cold damage based on your dexterity. And I was thinking of pairing that with bronze and like a 250 Widow Hail. And then like a replica Dragon Fang. What up, Fernando? Because that would be like plus 8 levels on the mirror arrow. And then, you know, just do like attack speed and then dexterity, stack dexterity to the moon. And then get like those combat focus jewels to make the prismatic blink arrow do only cold damage. I think that would be really good. I think it would work very, very well. And it would be cool because that would be like That would be cool because that would be like my own version of my favorite build in the game. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I've looked and I haven't seen anybody try to do that yet. So maybe it doesn't work. Maybe people have tried it, but I definitely want to give it a go. Because there's also other cool shit you can do when you're dealing only cold damage. Like explosions, cold explosions and shit. Herald of Ice. I'm pretty sure Herald of Ice works for Bama because it's an attack skill. Even though it functions as a minion skill. Yeah. Exactly. If you're freezing everything too, you're fucking cruising. I was POBing out the numbers to see like what it would look like, but I haven't finished it yet. Dude, it's amazing how much easier the campaign is using Bama, dude. I know I've said it like 50 times already, but it blows my mind how fucking easy this is and chill. Like I just keep mirror arrow, blink arrow, mirror arrow, blink arrow, and just everything just dies. That's it. Just 2 buttons. Doop, 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 doop. And I just keep moving along. Nothing ever touches me. Yeah, for sure. I love it, dude. That's why I like doing the campaign so much, dude. It's like, I love the feeling of progression in this game. This game does that better than any other ARPG I've ever played, dude. The feeling of progression that you get. Last Epoch kind of does it too pretty good, but nothing compared to this game. Path of Exile 2 has a long way to go before it gets to this point. Dude, I was fucking mad yesterday, bro. Yesterday, I was not excited to play. Now I'm excited to play. I was like, dude, if I die, if I see that death screen one more time, I'm gonna snap. Where's that movie? Where's that movie? Where he's like, and I'm just gonna snap. I forget what fucking movie is that from, dude. I think it might have been Office Space or something. Look at this shit, dude. Look how fast the bosses just died. It's like, no fucking problem. I don't know if you remember last time we tried to do this boss fight, but it did not go this way. The only thing that you have to... Oh yeah, dude, it would probably be bad. Actually, I think that there are some good behemoth builds out there. I think are the ones that are like immortal. They just can't die, and those would be the types of builds you would want to play if you were doing like melee. You want to play something that's going to be like immortal, basically. Because dude, that enrage mechanic in the beginning of Phrecia was fucking nuts, dude. It was so bad that they nerfed it in half, and it was still pretty strong. Did I get all of them? I did, okay. Couldn't see. Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, for sure. Defiance of Destiny, dude. That shit fucking... That's one of the best... That's one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. I love that fucking thing. Oh shit. God damn. We're gonna have to get okay, we can't go for a spell block yet, but what I can do is I can just start coming down this way, I guess. Because I'm about to respec. We're gonna respec into Herald. Alright, for sure, brother. Thanks for stopping by. We're about to respec into Herald, Fernando. Herald of Agony. Oh shit. I thought you were saying later, man. Sorry. Cheers, brother. I'm about to get me some whiskey here soon. I try not to drink too heavy during the week, but it's been a fucking wild week, I'll tell you that much. Dude, did you hear what I was talking about before you came on and said what's up? I think I figured out a way to make my own version of Bama. I've never seen anybody make it this way. I've been POBing it out, because I'm very, very proficient with this build. Not like it's got some super complex interaction or anything, but this is the build I played the most. I think I found a way to bypass all the nerfs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bronze, okay? Because bronze gives you +5 to movement skills, okay? And it gives you a fuck ton of evasion, okay? And then, but this is the thing. I don't know what ascendancy I want to play it on, though. That's the thing. I don't think I want to play it on a necromancer. But what I want to do, maybe on an ascendant, like a scion. That'd be really good. So I want to use bronze. Here, I'll show you right now. I'll show you what I want to use. Okay, so I'll just do this for you guys real quick, just so you guys can see it. No, we just do the regular one. Okay, so we use bronze. Okay, so we use bronze because that's going to give us +5 to movement skills. Yeah, that's the early flicker chest, right? But it gives +5 to movement, but Bama has movement. So you do mirror arrow. Okay, it's got movement. And then blink arrow also has movement. Okay. And then we would use this. We'll use the poised prism. Okay, because this is going to give us 1 to 2 cold damage per 10 dexterity. And then we're going to use a Widow Hail. Widow Hail is going to give us 2.5 times that. Okay. And then I would just stack dex. Yeah. And I think that there's a couple of other things I can put in here, like a replica Dragon Fang. We could do like this. Because this would be +8 levels. So for the defenses, I would go with... It depends on what side of the tree I'm on, in all honesty. But the problem is that I'm using bronze, so it would have to be evasion spell suppression, right? That would be the only thing that would make sense. So it would have to be that. But I want to use a... what I want to do is I want to use a Scion, because the Scion can get the Necromancer node, and it can get this. Where is it? Damn, I can't remember what the other node was that I picked. I had this planned out earlier, but I just exited out just to show you guys the other thing real quick. It might have been this. It might have been Deadeye. Right, because you get the action speed. The 8% action speed is just way more attack speed for them, and then we could start from the Deadeye side of the tree. Right here, we could just start right here, and everything is right in this area. So we could just go with spell suppression, and then we get access to all these gem slots too, right here. So I don't know, man. It's just a theory right now, but I want to have it after Phrecia. Yeah, exactly. So after Phrecia, that's going to be what my plan is to do. Is I want to theory craft that build. Because then we have access to all the skill effect duration right there and everything. If you pick Scion, and then on top of that, dude, we can get offering too, because that'll affect us as well as the minions. We could get some block, or actually no, we couldn't get block. Wouldn't work. No, it wouldn't work on that side of the tree. I don't know. I'll figure out the defenses, but that was just the general idea of it. Because the thing with Bama is, dude, is it doesn't need to be super tanky. You know what I mean? Because most of the time you're not really getting hit. You're just kind of moving around and evading the hits instead. Yeah, exactly. And there's other things you can do too, like animate Guardian and Specters and stuff too that really help out with tankiness. Like you could always fuck with some endurance charges and get like a perfect Warlord, and that'll help like with fizz damage, fizz reduction. Well, the attacking is the easy part to solve on most builds. Yeah, you could go elusive too. That's a good point. Definitely could do that. It really just depends on what the damage looks like in the end. You know, once it's all crafted, the build, and then you just kind of figure it out from there. Just as far as like the damage, because there's always a balance, right? There's always a balance between damage and defense, unless you're doing dual scaling. Right, exactly. Hybrid ES. Yeah, Ghost Dance is good, dude. Yeah, just go evasion energy shield. Dude, it's wild, dude. It's so fucking crazy. Yeah. No, I am. I have a Tabulong, but I also bought a decent bow, just with some high elemental damage. So yeah, I'm a bit twinked out, but it's like this anyway, dude. Even if I were to take off every support gem, it would still be the same. Yeah, it's true. You actually lose a lot of defense with it. So, but I have a 7 league step, so I have some twink gear on. But the 6 link dude is a lot of power, man. I don't know. I think it's debatable on whether or not that's twinked out. I'm trying, well, it's going to be this is going to be kind of an early stream for me. I probably have to get off here in about an hour. Like a little bit less than an hour. So probably not maps tonight, but definitely tomorrow. I'm trying to get as much as I can done right now. I still have to go grab my laundry out of the dryer. Just been really busy, dude. Yeah, we're about to finish Act 7 right now, though. Once I get to Act 8, I think I'm going to do the swap to Herald of Agony. I mean, once I get the second lab done. Dude, it's crazy how much easier this is. It just, every time I get to a boss, dude, I'm just like, I just laugh. No, I don't have conk effect yet. I was using because I'm using lightning damage. I wanted to squeeze volatility in there, so I have elemental damage with attacks, volatility, and if I were to take blink arrow out, I would put conk effect in. If I had like blink arrow set up, because sometimes people do this setup where they have like blink arrow set up with Guardian's Blessing so they can squeeze an extra aura into their build. Because the blink arrow is always up, so then you get your you can pretty much having run 100% uptime on that Guardian Blessing aura. No. Well, no, I don't think so. Maybe. It depends on what the damage ends up looking like. Because sometimes it's advantageous to split them up. What do you mean, the boots? You mean the Guardian Blessing boots? No. No. I was talking about any extra 4-link that they have. So they'll like, if they have like a 4-link gloves or whatever it is, they'll put blink arrow in there with Guardian Blessing, and then put whatever aura they're trying to fit in the build. But that's if your mirror arrow is doing enough damage without supports. Because the thing is, you can stick blink arrow and mirror arrow together, and you could have all the supports. You could have 4 supports affecting those 2 gems instead of 5 supports affecting just mirror arrow. It really just depends on how much damage your blink arrow is doing. But I think if I put those combat focus jewels in there and I just make it to where the blink arrow is only using cold damage, it'll be very good for the type of build that I was trying to make. Alright guys, I gotta grab my laundry real quick. I'll be right back. Oh shit, I didn't even know the music was still up all loud. That's crazy. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Sorry guys. The apartment complex I live at, the dryers, they just scam you out of your money. The load isn't even that bulky, and it still just never dries all the way, so you have to pay twice to get it dried. It's insane, dude. No, not in this apartment. I have the dryers right next to my apartment, but it's a shared dryer. It's a bummer, dude, because I just moved from a pad that I was just in a townhouse that had a washer dryer in the place. It was so nice. Yeah, right, dude. I don't have a balcony, first off, and second off, I wouldn't do that here. I'd wake up, all my clothes would be gone. Let me see. Oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I know that one. Dude, there's no way. The lab in PoE is PoE 2 is non-existent. It's you have to do Sanctum. I didn't think that they could make Sanctum worse, but somehow they did it, dude. It's actually impressive. I was like, dude, how do they make Sanctum worse? Oh yeah, for sure. I would rather do Lab 100 times than do Sekima once. If they're like, yo, you can ascend in PoE 2, you just have to do the PoE 1 lab 100 times, I'd be like, tight, shoot it. Oh shit, are you serious? Damn, bro, then you haven't lived. Then you've never truly lived. I farm that shit. I always make Sekima farmers because I hate myself. I'm into abuse. I like that. That's kind of what I'm into. Being abused. Yeah, dude, it's pretty contentious, man. People fucking hate that thing so much. I honestly don't know what they were thinking, dude. Like, they have to know that that is one of the most, like, divisive mechanics in PoE. I don't understand what the fuck they were thinking. Dude, you guys just need to pay me, bro. I'm, like, usually farming that shit all the time. That's how I make most of my money in the end game, because farming anything else sucks. I farm Grand Spectrum jewels. And then, like, sometimes you get hit big and get that Temporalis relic. Woo! Ooh-wee. You're talking big money. Damn, dude, did I go the fucking wrong way? What? No, dude. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I was going to say. Oh, I probably did. Dude, I had a couple of really good Sanctum runners in Path of Exile too. My current build right now is an amazing Sanctum runner. The Firestorm Stormweaver, it's really good at running Sanctum. No, just a smoothie. Like it's got spinach and fruit and shit in it. Greek yogurt. It's like half green, half fruit smoothie. It's pretty good. You ever had a strawberry orange banana juice? That's what it tastes like. It's really fucking good. Come on, man. Fire it in there. Oh, okay. Not yet. We're going to get 3.28 next. So the release schedule is going to look something like this. They're going to do 3.28, and then they're going to do 3.28, and then we're going to get the announcement for 0.5 probably very shortly after that, like a month. Oh shit! I gotta keep track of the time. Cool. All right, we're right there, man. No sign of 1.0. No way, dude. Not even close. They're probably going to announce it at Exile Con, I'm assuming. I'm going to go. I'm going to this year's Exile Con. I just renewed my passport. Or got a new passport. Yeah, it's in New Zealand. Tickets go on sale in like a few days. I'm gonna buy a ticket. I'm going to do a live podcast out there, and I'm going to like get some interviews. I'm going to make a fuck ton of content. Yeah, it'll be something like that. The round trip tickets out there are like $1,500, and then whatever the tickets are going to be, and then like hotel and shit, food. I'm only probably going to be out there for the weekend, but I'm excited, man. I've never been to New Zealand. I've been all over the world, just never in New Zealand. Very, very excited. Yeah, it's really, dude, it's actually pretty cheap when you think about it. This is like a 14-hour flight, and that's round trip, dude. So it's like, you know, you think it'd be way more expensive than that. That's if the US dollar is even worth anything by November. There's always a chance of that happening. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to do like a couple of live podcasts, you know, some build creators. What up, athlete? How you doing, man? All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get, man. Give me a good gem. Come on. I always wanted to make a build around this skill. Do like a crit cold snap of power build. Because I believe creates a sudden burst in a target. I think that there's a way to get them to overlap, right? And cold snap. All right, I think I should switch, dude. What do you guys think? You guys think I should respec now or no? Should I keep pressing on? I think it's possible to... I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Just real busy today. Today's going to be kind of a short stream. I'm going to have to get off here relatively soon, like 25 minutes. But I want to switch over this build and see if we can get it working. What do we need? Okay, so we need Falborn, United, and Dream, which is going to be level 38. Okay. We might be able to get a regular United and Dream. That might... I thought this was a higher level, though. Yeah, it is. It's level 69. Holy shit. Okay. All right, we'll just grab this for now. And then we're going to need the Falborn, Vis Mortis. Minions have unholy might. We need to get a 6 link though. Everybody's trying to corrupt them because this is like the meta shit right now. It's not bad though. 170 chaos. I need chaos orbs. Make sure. I want to make sure I'm grabbing the right one. There's nothing else that needs... Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why everybody's trying to corrupt him. Everybody's trying to hit that... Everybody's trying to hit the corruption for +1 to socketed gems. That's all it needs. Unholy Might and this. Is really the only 2 items that it looks like we have. Doger's Damning. That's like the first unique you ever get. Could try to corrupt it. Yeah, then other than that, dude, we just need to get Ghastly Eye Jewels that have minions have increased chance to poison. That's really it. Oh, we need Calamitous Visions too. Get that Lone Messenger. Not yet. Damn, dude, this shit's all expensive now. And then we need to craft, what we need to do is we need to craft, we got to craft medium cluster jewels. See, what do we got? Yeah, we'll do one more. All right. So we got that. So we just need like cluster jewels and ghastly eye jewels. Those are going to be probably pretty fucking expensive. So, but the build operates just fine on a budget. So we got like the main pieces of gear that'll make it decent. And I think this should be good for now. But I need to get to level 69 first before I swap. Oh shit, wrong way. No, I thought I was in Act 3 for a second. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah, dude, my hideout's the shit. You're probably right, dude. He probably knew what he was doing. He had to have known, dude. He's been on the internet forever, dude. That dude's like older than me. You know, he's been on the internet for fucking a long time, dude. He knows that if he does some shit like that in an interview, somebody's gonna screenshot it. I think it's the best. Yeah, dude, he knows. Yeah, you see he's smiling. He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. Oh, fuck, I knew it was gonna happen. I haven't started it yet, bro. I'm just trying to level up this character. I'm almost there though. I need like 10 more levels or something. I'm pretty sure it works just fine with the Ascendancy, especially to get through the campaign, but once you get your second Ascendancy, you probably swap to it. But I wanted to make sure I had the gear for it. I think I got some of the most expensive pieces so far. I'm still, to be honest with you, kind of confused on how the build even really works. Because I know that you're triggering the Herald of Agony with Lancing Steel of Spraying because it hits so much, but it doesn't look like it has a 100% chance to poison. But I don't think it matters with Lancing Steel because it hits so much, but I don't know. Because they have it hooked up to level 20 chance to poison on the gloves on the POB that I'm looking at. And faster attacks, and then that's hooked up to Withering Touch and Returning Projectiles. So yeah, no, this will work fine. So I'm guessing they just use that to proc it. I don't know what specters to use though. I don't know what specters would complement Herald of Agony. Oh, Peacock? Okay. Yeah, because that has chance to poison built in, doesn't it? Yeah. I'll be right back. All right. Does Herald of Purity use Virulence too, or is it only Herald of Agony? The reason why I ask is because of the node, the Ascendancy node. +2 number of Sentinels of Purity and then +25 maximum Virulence. Just Agony. So why do they put the Sentinels of Purity on there as well? Okay. So it's just like a split, you can use it for both kind of thing? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, well, you can't use both because of the Herald Ascendancy. It makes you pick one Herald. All the other Heralds are disabled, I believe, right? That's how it works? Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Oh, never mind. But you can't pick other ones here. That's probably why. I wanted to do a I wanted to do a poison Herald of Thunder build with Voltaxic Rift. That would have been cool. Did you like a poison auto bomber? I bet that shit would have been cracked with this ascendancy. But that would rely really heavily on the Voltaxic Rift. What did it used to have on it? Because I still thought I was busted now. I'll have to look at the old version of it on the PoE wiki. As I was saying, if you could just turn all your elemental damage into chaos, your lightning damage into chaos, and then you just like get a chance to poison. Be pretty good. Especially with all these Herald buffs. You'd be doing a lot of damage. All right, fellas. It might have just been outscaled by stat staggers. Yeah, because yeah, it's a really good item. I think I always thought it was, at least. All right, guys. I told you it was going to be a short stream. I got to get off. I got to go finish up my laundry and handle some other stuff. So I'll be back on tomorrow. I apologize tonight was short, but I wanted to at least get on and try to make some progression. But we will finish this out tomorrow and get this build all set up. And then after that, we'll fuck around with the Bama build, the cold version of it, and see if we can get it better working. All right. God bless, man. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.